Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jahan, and today I'm going to be taking you through my top 6 perfumes. I did try and get it down to 5, but I've got 6 that I want to speak to you about. So if you like this kind of video, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a like because it really helps my channel. Now, the first perfume I'm going to talk to you about is by Maison Francis Kurkdjian, and none of these perfumes, by the way, these 6 perfumes are necessarily trending or trendy at the moment or anything like that. They're just smells that I enjoy wearing or I've picked up again and again over the years. So the perfumes are a long staple in my wardrobe. So the first one is the famous Baccarat Rouge 540, this perfume here. Now this one has started to trend the last few years just because I actually don't know. I was gifted this in PR quite some time ago, and I have half the bottle, well, just over half the bottle left. And the way I store my perfumes, I store them in a drawer away from direct sunlight or heat or anything like that. So my perfumes last a really long time, and the smell hasn't spoiled because I've smelt it again recently in the store, and it smells exactly the same. So, and it's a good quality perfume as well. So it hasn't spoiled, and I was gifted this a while ago. This retails at £215, so it's a really expensive perfume, but you don't need a lot because it has a long-lasting scent. The notes are jasmine, saffron, and the middle note is amberwood. And I would say the reason why I really like this perfume, and I like this before it became a thing, because in the last couple of years it's become a bit of a thing to like this perfume, it's because it's a really rich smell and it's a warm smell. It's an evening scent without being that Coco Chanel smell, that number 5 smell. I'm not a massive fan of number 5. I understand the legacy of it and the smell, and it's just too much of an impact for my nose. I've got a really sensitive nose, and for me, number 5 is just too much for my nose. Even when people use the smallest amount, I find it a bit too floral, but English rose floral rather than Italian rose floral, which is a much lighter smell. And this is, for me, my equivalent of Chanel number 5. It's something that I can wear in the evening. It's warm, it's not too overbearing. It also lasts forever. When I say these perfumes last forever, they really do. So if you've got a jacket or a coat and it's accidentally got on there, or it's got on a piece of clothing that you don't necessarily wash so often, you'll find that the scent will stay on there for weeks, basically, which is a sign of a good perfume because it's got long legs. It lasts for a long time on the skin as well, so you don't need to keep topping up. So once you're done, you don't need to carry a small amount with you anywhere because it's going to last for you the whole evening. Now, this perfume was gifted to me with this one too, which is the other one I want to talk to you about, by the same perfume house that's called Larose. This bottle's taken a bit of a battering now, and this is the one that I used to wear every day. I absolutely love rose scents in perfumes. I think they're very feminine and they're light, and especially if they're mixed with citrus. Now the notes for this one, just so you know, are florals, orange and wood. So it's got that orange scent in there for the citrus. So that balance between rose and citrus is what I usually look for in perfumes. I'm not a massive vanilla fan in perfumes, but I really enjoy this one. And this is the one I used to reach for more so when I got the PR than this one. So I only really discovered this when this was running low, and I thought, oh, let me start trying this one out because otherwise I'm going to run out of my absolute favourite. Now when I wear this, I get stopped and asked what I'm wearing all the time. I was even shopping in Sainsbury's and I bought something from, I think, the bakery counter. I was standing on the other side and the lady behind the counter was like, what perfume are you wearing? It's so good. So I shared this with her, and that's what I mean. It's very far reaching, but it's a pleasant smell. It's not a strong, overpowering smell. And the rose scent in this is not that English powdery rose scent that sometimes you associate with the smell of rose, but that more of that Italian light citrus, that beautiful, like, sort of European smell that you get from those types of roses. So this is why I really love rose scents perfumes, and when I look for rose, I tend to head more towards that way than powdery rose scents. So this is definitely a beautiful everyday perfume, or a special daytime treat, or because again it's expensive. This retails as £880, and so it is again expensive, but if you want to treat yourself, if perfume's your thing, this is a really beautiful scent. I really enjoy this perfume. So the next scent I'm going to talk to you about is the Glossier U perfume. Now this comes in at £45. I really love this perfume. It's a really beautiful everyday perfume, and I also get a lot of compliments when I wear this out and about. It has a floral smell again, but it's bordering on that other floral smell that I talked to you about, which I said to you that I wasn't that keen on. But the difference between that and other kind of full-on rose smells is that it has an underlying woody smell too, which I really enjoy. And it has iris as well, so iris balances it out. And I absolutely love iris in perfumes. There used to be a Prada perfume, which I can't remember what it was called, but if I remember, I'll put it on the screen. And that used to be my favourite go-to perfume when I was in my 20s. I absolutely loved that Prada perfume. I really like this one because it's a good everyday one, and it will suit a wide variety of age ranges as well, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s plus. This perfume would suit you. It's not too girly and it's not too mature either, so it's not got that number 5 maturity to it. I don't like very sweet smells, so although it will fit lots of age groups, it doesn't have that sweet smell that some perfumes like. And I think it's because when I was younger, I used to wear Britney Spears Curiosity and Paris Hilton perfumes, and when you've done that, you don't want to really do that again as you mature. So I really love this perfume. And now they've brought back the solid, which is £24, so you can have it on the go. The one thing about this perfume is that I think you do need to respray again after about 3-4 hours. So it's not going to be like the expensive perfumes, which do last for a long time, so that when you're paying more for your perfumes, it's because they do last. And the oils and things that they put in the perfume, they're made to last. Perfumes like this don't necessarily last that long on the skin, so you do have to respray in the afternoon again, which is why having the solid is perfect. It's £24, it's refillable, and it's in really cute packaging as well, so you can rub the solid on you on the go. So I recommend Glossier U perfume for all ladies who love to smell good. The next perfume I'm going to speak to you about is Eccentric Molecules 01. Now this one had its heyday in probably the 2015, around that time. Everybody was wearing this, and I still absolutely love this. This has gone up massively in price. It's now £72, and I'm pretty sure when I bought it, it was around £45. So this has gone up hugely in price. But I really love this, and the concept of this is that it's like one molecule, and it adjusts to everybody's skin, and it will smell differently on everyone. And I think that is really actually true. Apparently you're not meant to be able to smell it on yourself. I can smell the underlying scent of this, but I get many compliments on this, and when I wear this, people also know it's me coming. They've said, oh, that smell, it just smells like you. So I think it just accentuates and complements the smell of your skin that's already there. I think it's a really good everyday perfume. This is large, it's £72, but it has lasted me, again, quite some time. I don't store my perfumes out, I store them in a drawer like I've mentioned, and this, I think, will be one that I always want in my collection. And I think this is also a really great present for somebody who you don't know what type of scent they like, because it will adjust to their skin and their body too. It changes throughout the day according to their website. I'm not sure, because after a while you do stop smelling this on yourself, but other people do smell it. So I would recommend still this perfume, even though it's one of those OG perfumes. I would still recommend this perfume to people who are looking for a scent but aren't quite sure what they're looking for. Now, speaking of OG scents that used to do the rounds in 2015-16, I'm going to still say that Black Orchid by Tom Ford is one of my favourites. And I caveat this also because this to me is like a modern version of number 5. So this for me is the strong kind of, little bit can be overpowering if you overdo this scent of that time for evenings. For me, this is my version, and the notes in this, let me just read you those, are truffle, gardenia, blackcurrant, ylang ylang, jasmine, bergamot, orange, Amalfi lemon, and then orchid spices, and base note is amber, musk, white musk, sandalwood. So it's got that musky smell, which is what I'm talking about in the number 5 actually, is that real musky smell, that floral and musk together, which can sometimes feel overpowering. So this one does have that, but I think it's in a modern way, in a more of a modern way. I still really like Black Orchid. It is 185, no, not sorry, 123 pounds. Tom Ford perfumes, and Tom Ford perfumes have always been quite expensive. I'm not sure if even the bottles have changed now from when I bought this. I like this because it's a nice evening perfume for nice evening out. I wouldn't necessarily wear this for dinner because I think it could be overpowering when eating, and I don't like a lot of scent near my face when I'm eating. I think it interrupts with the food that I'm eating. But this is a nice cocktail perfume or nice evening drinks perfume. I wouldn't wear this during the day. I do think it's quite strong for during the day. If you're going on public transport or on the trains, think of the passengers, think of your passengers when you're wearing perfume, because sometimes when you're wearing overpowering perfume on the trains and public transport, it's one of my real bugbears. It kind of, you're in a carriage and there are no windows, and then you've got really strong perfume. It really kind of bugs me. So I don't tend to wear this during the day, but I still think it's a really beautiful perfume and one that is still in my collection and I still use when I'm going out somewhere special in the evening. Now the last perfume I'm going to talk to you about is by a perfume house, Eccentric. I was lucky enough to meet him at a PR event and was gifted this a while ago, and the man who invented this and who owns this perfume house made so many of the famous perfumes that we know today, like CK1 and Tommy. He's an amazing man. He was very, very sweet, so passionate, talked about his process of making perfume and growing up in Seville and the oranges and the roses, and it was just such a beautiful story on how he was so passionate about creating perfumes. I'll link the article that I wrote off the back of that in the description bar below if you want to read up more about him. But this perfume, I think, is a bit of a wild card. It's Eau de Gingembre, and basically it's a ginger perfume. So the strongest note that you get out of this is real ginger. And it's also got woody scents as well, so it's quite masculine. And I think actually I would say this is a real unisex perfume. So if you like to share your perfume with a sibling or a partner or whatever, then this is a perfume that you could both wear. It's £185, but again, like the Baccarat, this expensive perfume really lasts. If you have it on a scarf or something, you'll smell it on your scarf for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's a really, really beautiful scent. And the reason why I like this is because it's different. And in the summer, that smell of ginger, it kind of makes you think of cocktails and at the beach or being in Saint-Tropez or something like that, and blue seas and white sands. And it really complements the summer. So I like to wear this in the summer. I really like this perfume house as well. They do some other really beautiful perfumes. When I was at the event, I smelled quite a few. There was one called Little Bianca. I said that I didn't really like vanilla smells, but it was vanilla with that Italian rose smell, and it was so beautiful. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this has inspired you around your perfume collection. I'd love to know your perfume loves or your perfume hates. I would love to know your recommendations for perfumes. They can be high-end or even high street, whatever. Just let me know in the description bar below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.